Good evening, beautiful people of the You Create the Dream page, and welcome to Awake in the Dream. This is our fortnightly call where I share whatever it is I'm drawn to sharing, and I also answer any questions that you might have. Do say hi as you come on. Let me know that you're here. I'll make sure all of our bits are working correctly and heading over to the phone to make sure that I'm live there, because for some reason we have issues with comments a lot of the time. They appear on the phone and not on the computer. Good evening, everybody. Do say hi as you come on, because I do love to acknowledge your divine presence. Have we felt strange this last couple of weeks? I'd love to know where you're at and how you're feeling. Many people have reached out to me feeling exceptionally tired, a trembling type sensation in the body is a sensation that a lot of people have also mentioned. Lack of sleep, tiredness, hungry. A lot of people have actually felt the need to eat a lot. And interestingly, I have felt exceptionally tired, but I have had a busy time. Not only that, though, I actually found myself today feeling as though I needed to keep on eating, which is not normally like me. Good evening, beautiful Valerie. How are you? Good evening, gorgeous Libby. Hello. Comments are working on the computer, which is good to see. I will have it up on my phone as well just for a few minutes. And it turns out I need to. Oh, here we go. Marina, hello. I am here. I am here, Marina. And thank you so much for sharing that gorgeous message on the I Am Woman page. Loved it. Loved it very, very much. Okay, so I was asking everybody, how are you feeling? How have you been feeling the past couple of weeks? Things that have stood out for most people: tiredness, hungry, a vibrating type sensation moving through the body. There have been things that people have mentioned. Libby's been tired. I've been tired. Today I was really hungry. I feel like I've been eating nonstop. Marina, I had one of those days. And it's so not like me to feel like I needed to constantly keep eating. Lots of big shifts happening at the moment, big upgrades as well. Okay, so tonight we are making sure I'm not missing any messages. Okay, we are talking about manifesting again, take two, because the truth is, first and foremost, that everything that you desire is already yours. You just need to align to it. Super important that you understand that. The other thing that we have going on is that when a lot of people are in a state of fear, and I recall mentioning this 27th of March 2020, when I first did a video at the beginning of COVID. I think Australia had just had its first lockdown. There was a lot of fear. What I noticed is that there was more light than I had ever noticed before being bestowed upon the planet. But because there were so many people in a state of fear, it was almost like they had a shield over themselves, a fear shield, let's call it. And the light that they could have allowed themselves to receive was literally bouncing off them because of the state that they were in. They weren't a vibrational match for light. They were in fear, so they were locked in that bubble of fear. And the light was bouncing off them. And I remember saying back then that for us that are not in a state of fear, for the light workers, now is a time for us to hold even more light for others until they could hold their own. The same sort of energetic thing is happening right now. There is so much light, and what we also need to understand, that light is always there and available to us. But when people are so busy, consumed by drama, consumed by chaos, consumed by fear, it is actually, interestingly enough, a much easier time for others to manifest. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but I just know it to be true. I see it. I see the energies. I see the goings on that, and I'm not saying there's a limited amount of light, because I know there isn't a limited amount of light, but it feels almost as though that those that do not have the capacity to hold or to receive that light, it's there for the others to do with as they wish, perhaps to weave your wand to create miracles, to manifest far more quickly. So we need to remember that when you don't feel great, if you've studied Reiki with me or with anybody else, when you don't feel great, remember your hands are never too far away. Pop your hands on, center yourself, bring yourself back into your center. Do my guided white light meditation. I have 2 meditations available for free. You will find them on my website. The guided white light meditation and I am light, I am peace. I am light, I am peace was literally created at the beginning of COVID to pull people out of fear, to pull people out of the chaos vibration and into a state of peace. So both of those are available for free on my website. Get them, use them. If you've done Reiki, put your hands on whilst you're doing those meditations. Understand that it is a perfect time for you to use the power of your mind to manifest what it is that you do want, rather than keep attracting what it is you don't want. Good evening, beautiful Katerina. How are you? Hello, gorgeous Amanda. More on the low, Valerie. Yeah, have a look at the Schumann resonance. I know that doesn't ever feel good for us to be in that state, but first and foremost, remember to breathe, because what happens is when we feel like that, we're not breathing well. We're literally breathing low, right? It's a very shallow breath. So come back to the breath, nice big deep breaths, move into a new now, shake, break state, do those sorts of things. But a lot of people are actually feeling very uneasy at the moment. Feel better after the cleanse, Marina. Yeah, rain does that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So as I was saying at the beginning of this call, I've been doing the I am light, I am peace. Fabulous. It's a goodie. It's a goodie, Marina. Okay, so what you want wants you to. Everything that you desire is already yours. Valerie, I'd forgotten about I am light, I am peace. White light in the morning as I wake up. Schumann is crazy. Schumann is absolutely crazy. So this is the thing. I want you to realize you have evidence, proof in the physical that things aren't quite right. And when you have that proof in the physical, you can then say, okay, I get it. There's some sort of vibrational frequency going on that's perhaps, I'm responding to right now. How can I respond to it in a way that actually serves me? Take a deep breath, ground yourself, hug a tree, do all the things, hands on, all those sorts of things. So everything you want wants you. And the only thing that is standing between you and the life that you dream of isn't luck. It's not about luck. It's not about fate. It's not even about hard work. It's one thing. The only thing standing between you and what it is that you desire is your ability to align with it. So we have to understand that at all times, we are asking and receiving. Right now, you are either magnetizing your desires or you're pushing them away based on your thoughts, your emotions, and your subconscious programs. What if the very things you've been praying for ages are right there? What if they're literally at your front door just waiting for you to open the door? Because I assure you they are close, but the only thing standing in your way is alignment to those very things. So then my question to you, Valerie, interestingly, got the kids to shake it out today. So Valerie, here's the thing, intuitively you knew. Intuitively, right? You're getting the kids to shake it out. Gift yourself the same wisdom that you so easily gift others, and that goes for every single one of us. When we're feeling a particular way, it's human nature. We often get caught up in it. I'm not telling you to not focus on your feelings, not be aware of your feelings. I'm not talking about that at all. Have an awareness of them. Allow them to stay in motion, because energy is to stay in motion. But the very wisdom, the wisdoms, the teachings, etc., that we would give others, we need to ensure that we give them to ourselves as well. Basically, be kind to yourself. Be a kind and gentle teacher to yourself. So my question to you when it comes to manifesting is, are you ready to stop wishing and start receiving? So give me a big yes if you're ready to stop wishing and start receiving. because today what I'm going to be doing is giving you one of my most powerful manifesting techniques, a method that is so extraordinarily simple yet unstoppable. And we're also going to be doing a, let's call it, a hypnotic meditation to give you an immersive experience of actually landing in the life that you desire and holding that vibration and frequency so as to call it to you really quickly. Yes, 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 we're getting our yeses. Wonderful. So this technique is so simple yet unstoppable. It literally directly taps into the laws of the universe, and it works for me each and every time. It works because it bypasses resistance. It works because it removes limitations, and it allows you to receive what it is that is already meant for you. Now, I'm not saying what it is that the universe thinks is fit for you. You have the power of free will and choice, which means that you can ask for anything that you want. But when we remove the resistance, when we remove those blocks that we have in the way, then you start to manifest faster than you have ever or could ever imagine. So manifestation is not about hoping, and that's where people go wrong. It's not about hoping. It's not about wishing. It's not about desperately wanting. It's not about waiting, and it's certainly not about forcing. It's all about alignment, because you don't attract what it is that you want. You attract what it is that you are. But too many people beg, pray. They come from a space of, I haven't got it, I need it, I want it, please give it to me because it's not a part of my life. But the truth is, even the Bible talks about the law of attraction. In Mark 11:24, it says, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Believe that you have received it and it will be yours. It doesn't say beg for it, plead for it, get down on your knees and pray for it every night. It doesn't have, there's nothing about begging in that. Believe that you have received it and it will be yours. So as you say your affirmations, as you put your prayers, your wishes and your desires out there, how often are you actually coming from a place of belief? The belief that it's already yours, not the belief that it's coming, not the trust and the faith that it will come, but the belief that you have already received it. How often, honestly and truly, are you coming from a space of absolute belief that it is yours now? Valerie, 1,000 yeses. I can actually remove my phone because the messages or the comments are coming through on the computer really well. Wonderful. 1,000 yeses. Beautiful. So I want you to think about it. When you put your prayers, your wishes and your desires out there, are you feeling them as though they are already here? Do you believe them to be here now? Because the universe doesn't respond to the words. It responds to the energy. Every second you are emitting a vibrational frequency that either matches your desires or pushes them away. So where are you at? If you're longing, if you're pining, if you're doubting, if you're questioning, your frequency is one of lack. But if you're embodying, if you're feeling, if you're trusting, then you are in a state of receivership. And this is the difference between those who manifest effortlessly and those who struggle for years wondering why it's not working for them, but it's working for everybody else. And here's the game changer. The fastest way to align with what you want is not through control, but through surrender. And what is it that most of us do? Most of us control. We want it by a certain time, a certain way. But that's not the key to manifesting at speed. So this brings us now to my all-powerful manifesting technique. This technique works because it removes the resistance, it removes and clears the subconscious doubt, and it allows you to align with what it is that you desire. So here's how it works. First and foremost, you have to visualize and feel your desires as if it is already yours. And you need to be able to hold that feeling, really fully immerse yourself in that feeling. You close your eyes and you step into the version of you that already has it. So it's not just seeing it, seeing yourself in that world and that being, your world being that which you desire. It's not about seeing the thing that you desire out there. If it's a car, then you're in the car. You're not looking at the car, you are connected to the car. You're in the car, you can smell the fresh leather, you can feel the steering wheel, you can hear the engine. If it's a holiday, you're not seeing yourself boarding a plane, you're seeing yourself laying on the beach, feeling the warm sand between your toes. Whatever it is that you desire, you need to fully immerse yourself in it. And you've got to step into that version of you that is living that. So you're completely associated to it. So perhaps you can even do this whilst we're chatting before we do we are going to be doing a process together, but you can do this now if you like as I talk you through and really feel the energy that comes through. So again, you start by closing your eyes. You step into that version of you, the version of you that already has it. And you get really connected with it. Where are you? Who is with you? What is it you see? What is it you hear? What do you smell? What does it feel like to touch it so you're fully immersed? And the more real it feels, the faster it manifests. Why? Because you're fully immersed and you're able to hold the feeling, the vibration, and the frequency of the very thing that you say that you desire. So we need to, step 2 is to fully embody the emotion of receiving. So it's not enough to see it. You've got to feel it. Feel it. If your desire was already here, how would you feel? Become aware of the emotions. If your desire was already here, how would you feel? Would there be a sense of relief? Would there be a sense of joy? Would there be a sense of deep gratitude? Would there be excitement? What are the feelings? So what you want to do is you want to be aware of all of those feelings that you're experiencing, and you want to have those feelings become more amplified. Feel the feeling of having it in your life now. That feeling is the frequency that pulls your desire into your reality. So step 1 is to be fully immersed in the experience, to see it, hear it, feel it, touch it, smell it, etc. Step 2 is to really activate those feelings, to feel those feelings in every cell of your being, to feel the feelings of actually having that in your life now, to feel the gratitude, to feel the joy, to feel the experiences fully, to feel the relief, to feel the financial security, to all whatever it is that you desire. Activate the feelings, really feel the feelings, amplify the feelings, and let every cell in your body come alive with those feelings. And then step 3 is to simply say my affirmation phrase, which is thank you. I don't know how. I don't need to know how or when, but thank you. And really feel those feelings. So now you've visualized it, you've fully immersed yourself, you have stepped into that version of you that is living that life that you desire. You're feeling the feelings, you're feeling the gratitude, you're feeling the relief, whatever those feelings are, you're feeling them, you're amplifying them. And then in that state, in that high vibrational state, you are saying thank you. Thank you is what opens the door to receivership. You're saying thank you before it even comes, because you know you've just felt it, you've just lived it, you've just experienced it as though it is already here. Thank you. I don't know how. I don't need to know how or when. So what you're saying is, I am open to the millions of ways in which the universe can deliver to me. A few minutes ago, I mentioned that the issue most people have is the need to control the how and the when. It's a huge block. And in your human mind, there are very limited ways that your desires can come to you. There are limited ways in which you think it can come to you. But to the universe, there are millions of ways that you have no way of even considering, because they're not a part of your psyche. So what we're doing is we're eliminating resistance. We're putting ourselves in a state of absolute surrender. Thank you so much. I don't know how. I don't need to know how or when, but thank you. Can we see the surrender there? Valerie, at times I struggle to maintain the vision. I already have it. How can we surpass that? By perhaps affirming that you're worthy and deserving first, Valerie, or by simply, the worthy and deserving piece is important. But another thing would be, here's what's coming through, to let go of the scarcity mindset and to recognize that there is more than enough for us all. Because what I'm feeling now, what's coming through now, is that is there perhaps on some level, subconscious perhaps, that if I receive it, somebody else is not? Is there something in your subconscious programming perhaps around that? Because what's coming up right now is a lack and scarcity thing, that there's not enough for us all. So I would probably say, I know in this abundant universe that there is more than enough of everything for everybody, that everybody's needs and desires can be met. And with that, I hold the vision of the life that I desire. I feel that feeling fully. I see myself in that vision, in that dream, and then you go from there. So please let me know if that is landing. It's probably going to be landing for a few people that are on the live and a few people that will listen later as well. So feel the feelings. Something about scarcity. Yep. Feel the feelings fully. Understand that there is more than enough for everybody. Every single person's want. Everything is energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be transformed. So energy is constantly transforming itself into everything that it is that people desire. But we have to understand that there is more than enough for everybody. There is more than enough for everybody. Libby landing, Valerie landing, Marina landing. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, just be aware of the scarcity mindset, thinking that, perhaps even things along the lines of, feeling this is not me, universe, cancel erase. If I get it, then somebody else is doing without, or those sorts of stories that a lot of people, especially of our generation, have, landing for Amanda too. So feel the feelings. Feel the feelings fully. So visualize the scene. You're in there. You're in that version of you. Visualize that scene completely. Feel the feelings. Activate the feelings. Feel them in every cell of your being, and then say, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know how. I don't need to know how or when. But I see it. I feel it. I touch it. I know it to be my life. I feel it now. I see it now. I know it to be here now. Right, that's what we're saying there. We're surrendering, blocking, getting rid of all resistance, and going into a state of absolute surrender. So with these words, you are in absolute surrender. You release the control and you step into a state of trust, allowing the universe to literally weave its magic and orchestrate your desires in ways far beyond anything you could possibly imagine. So what you're really saying is, I trust that my desires are unfolding in ways that I cannot even see yet, and that is perfectly fine. Most people block their manifestations because they try to force the how and the when, and it's one of the biggest mistakes that you can make. I have manifested big things instantly. I have manifested big things overnight. There've been so many things. We're actually just talking, Martin and I, the other night about some amazing experiences that we've manifested. So the most important thing is to understand the basic principle: ask and you shall receive, but you have to allow yourself to receive. You leave the how to the universe. Too often we get ourselves deeply entangled in the how by saying it has to be a certain way on a certain day, etc. Ask and hand it over and align yourself with that which you desire. Because when you let go, when you allow instead of control, you open yourself up to miracles far greater than anything that your human mind could possibly even consider planning. So stop using your human mind. This is not woo-woo. It's science. Quantum physics tells us that absolutely everything is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your desires are all frequencies that interact with the quantum field. Your thoughts are literally your electrical field. Your emotions are your magnetic field. Yet, together, what they do is they create a signal that determines what it is that you will attract. So, what's your signal? What's the signal that you're currently putting out? Is it a signal that is backed by lack? Is it a signal that is backed by fear of not getting? Is it a signal that's backed by scarcity? Then what it is what you're going to receive is lack and scarcity. You're going to be shown over and over again that other people are manifesting the very things that you desire, and there's some block that you have. So what is it that backs what it is you're putting out there? Your emotions are more powerful than your words. To simply have spent some time writing a list of affirmations and reading through them and not being aware of the energy that backs them, in my opinion, is a waste of time. Your emotions are more powerful than your words. But visualization alone isn't enough either. It's the feeling that literally shifts the vibration. So I have to have a little giggle because something else almost came out of my mouth then. Shifts, Joanne, shifts. So visualization isn't enough. You really want to get your feelings right, because your feelings are what is going to shift your vibration. I have been talking all day. I've been doing lots of recordings, so I'm a little tongue-tied. And of course, gratitude. Gratitude in advance aligns you with the reality that you desire. The moment your internal world becomes a match for what it is that you want, then by law, it must manifest. I need to say that again. The moment that your internal world, so the moment that your feelings become a perfect match for what it is that you say that you want, then by law it must manifest, because now you are of the same vibration. If you're here, it's not going to work. Nothing works for you. No amount of begging or praying is going to bring your wishes and desires here to meet you. But the moment you raise your vibration, and you raise your vibration enough to be the perfect match for that which you desire, now you've tuned in to the right frequency. Now you're at one with it, and it must be yours. By law, it must manifest. That is universal law. But then we also need to question, why are you not allowing yourself to go there? What's your subconscious mind? What's the story or the program of your subconscious mind? What in your subconscious mind is blocking you? Is it the scarcity story? Is there a story of unworthiness and undeserving? Is there even a fear of change? Is there a fear of how much life will change if you do actually get the things that you desire? I will say to you, as a CTC therapist or founder of CTC, and all my CTC therapists that I've trained will tell you the exact same story. For many, many people, the one thing they have a fear of failure, and they say they desperately want success, but then there is a part of them that blocks them from success because they have a subconscious fear of success. They have this fear of, like, well, how much will my life change if I am successful? What will people want from me? How much will my life be different if I actually have the life that I desire? Something to think about. What is your subconscious program? What's blocking you? Hey, Michael, how are you? Abandonment. That's a big one for a lot of people. Marina had a similar thing happen with those two words. Valerie, I've missed one of Valerie's too. After losing dad, it was mum's story still to this day. So I grew up with the mind. Okay, definitely guilty feelings at times. There are a lot when it comes to abundance. So Michael's. I'm going to come back to Michael for a moment. Abandonment. So Michael, that comes up for a lot of people too. Is that if how much will my life change if I actually start living my best life? If I start living the life that I desire, attracting my wishes, my dreams, and my desires. If people have experienced abandonment in the past, then there's a fear of the small circle that is around you now, thinking that you've changed so much that they will also abandon you too. But it also becomes the thing that's holding you back, Michael. So you need to be working on clearing that. And you need to decide where is it you want to be. Because the pain of staying the same is too great. What would happen? How would it really be that bad if you stepped into the greatest version of yourself? If you lived the life that you were born to live? And you became a leader and a beacon of light that held that lantern on that path to show other people around you that there is a way, but to also have enough love and acceptance for the people that don't want to step onto the path, for the people that just fall away because it's too hard for them to even consider changing. Because this is what happens is as we wake up, as we grow, as we evolve, there are people around us that will try to pull us back down. They'll say, oh, you've changed, and what have you. And that's perfectly fine. Some of these people will be inspired by the changes in you, and they will rise because they want what you're on, right? Because they're seeing amazing changes and they want the same thing. And you will become a beacon of light for those people. And there will be other people that just don't want to change. They want to stay the same, and that's okay. We have to love and respect everybody enough to let them live their life their way. So we allow them to be them. And perhaps there's a wedge that's created, and perhaps you don't catch up for a coffee so often, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine because they have every right to be them and you have every right to be you. But do not dim your light for anybody. Do not hold yourself back for anybody. I would choose to be an example above all else. Valerie, heavily landed. Yeah, I really feel like some of these things are going to be landing for quite a few of you. So, and the scarcity mindset, right? Scarcity mindsets that come from circumstances of our parents, or the belief that if it's too easy, it's too good to be true, that money doesn't grow on trees, etc., etc. You know, it's a hard life, all those stories. It's a scary world out there. All the stories that have been thrust upon us, let's say, right? Then we have the media, and we have a whole lot of fear and very much a fear mindset that they have used to control the population. So you've got so many layers to this. But then my question to you again is, are you going to allow those programs to win? Yes, we are all programmed, but you are also reprogrammable. So it's really about understanding that there's something between you and what it is that you desire. What is it, and do you want to keep hanging on to it? Because you don't have to keep hanging on to it. You have free will and choice. You can absolutely keep it. That's your business. Or you can not even have an awareness of it. You can just say, whatever this is, I let it go because I know there is enough for us all. That I know each and every one of us, there is no one on the planet that is any better than anybody else. There are people that are just more practiced. That's it. So I choose to be more practiced. I choose to be an incredible receiver so that I can shine the light for other people, because I'd much rather be an inspiration for others around me so that I can be that beacon of light that guides the way. Who is it you're going to be? What is it you choose? Because in every moment we're making a choice. I can choose to hang on to old programs, or I can choose to step onto a path of magic. So question yourself. But I assure you, the pain of staying the same, because each and every one of you that are across any of my programs, I know you want more. I know you believe there's more. Otherwise, you wouldn't keep coming back. So you know there's more. You believe there's more. You just need to allow yourself to receive more. Can we see that? You are worthy and deserving of everything that you desire. There is nobody on the planet that is any more worthy and deserving than you. Nobody. Because there's more than enough for us all. Everything is just energy. Energy is not created or destroyed, it is simply transformed. So, what is going on in your subconscious mind? Most people don't realize that their subconscious mind is what's actually running the show. What is in there? What are the stories? Choose a new story. The subconscious mind is operating like a computer program. It's taking commands, whether you're aware of it or not. But you can reprogram it. Delete, 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 delete. Remove those old programs and replace them with positive ones. Programs that actually serve you. And the two most powerful times to reprogram your subconscious mind are literally first thing in the morning. That's when your brain is in a theta state, and last thing at night. And that's when your brain is in a very subconscious, my goodness, my words, I'm all tongue-tied. It's when your subconscious is most receptive. So what's happening at these times, you're very much like a sponge. So here's where people go wrong. If you wake up in the morning, you immediately grab your phone and you start scrolling, then I can assure you that you are not setting yourself, up for success. What you're doing is you are setting yourself up for, this is interesting, deep state programming. If you grab your phone first thing in the morning and start flicking through it, you are setting yourself up for deep state programming. It's interesting that it's come through like that. What it is that they want the minions to believe, you will be personally programming yourself for that if that's what you do first thing in the morning. Michael, why do obstacles in your life being threatened come your way? Is that me or the perpetrators? Okay, so things will keep, reoccurring patterns, Michael, will keep coming our way until we rise above them. We have to remember that we are all magnets, and we will continue to magnetize to us the same sorts of scenarios until we free ourselves of the program. So, for instance, from a very young age, I had a program where I always felt unsupported. And when I needed people the most, they wouldn't be there for me. So, of course, throughout my life, when I needed people the most, no matter how much I begged and pleaded for people to help me, to save me, etc., they weren't there for me when I went through those horrible things. So until I realised, until I healed that part of me, or that program about being unsupported, until I healed that, I kept attracting the same thing. And we have to remember that things don't happen to us, they happen for us. So if it's happening for you, you need to start asking, why is it this? What is the theme of this reoccurring pattern? How do I feel when this reoccurring pattern keeps on coming up? And what cycle is it I need to break? Because I need to stop swimming in the same ocean as these people, and I need to just rise above it. I need to break free from that mindset. I need to break free from those programs. And it's not about just becoming, always being a good person and saying, but I'm a good person, why do bad things happen? Because as much as we say bad things keep happening, they're going to keep happening. It's about looking at the feeling that it gives you when you're going through these situations, recognizing that you've had this feeling over and over and over again throughout your life, and healing that particular issue, healing that particular program, hoping that's landing. Now, when it comes to situations with perpetrators, etc., There should always be 3 blessings. Always, always, always. And I know it's not always easy to do. There should always be 3 blessings. There is always the blessing for the victim. And this is whether things are happening to ourselves or we see something on the news. We bless the victims. We send light to the victims. We bless the perpetrators in the hope that they will wake up to themselves, that they will, feel the light, be healed by the light, and come to know better so they don't make those sorts of poor choices again. And we bless ourselves in the witnessing, because we have to understand, if we look at mirror neurons, the body doesn't know the difference between a real or imagined experience. And that is the same when we watch something. So as an example, you see somebody sitting on a park bench and they're crying. The moment you look at them, and they're an absolute stranger, but the moment you look at them, you feel something, and you don't look at them and smile. You don't look at them and have this big grin on your face. The moment you see that person, you look and you go, oh my goodness, they're crying. Should I go and see if they're okay? We feel, we mirror, our mirror neurons will respond to what it is that we're looking at, which is why we all have to be so careful about what it is we choose to watch on television, because your body doesn't know the difference between a real or imagined experience. So we want to be aware of what it is. I think I've lost my train of thought, but we need to be aware of what it is we are focusing our attention on. We were talking about the perpetrators and what have you. So in the witnessing, when we witness something, whether we read about it, whether we see it on the news or what have you, we have, because of mirror neurons, we have experienced that pain ourselves as well. So we need to be sure that we bless ourselves. Sending light, sending blessings, absolutely everywhere is super, super important. So getting back to the phone thing, if you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is scroll your phone, you are part of the problem when it comes to your programs. It's going to say it how it is, because you know better. You know that you could open your eyes and perhaps say your affirmations, feel your feelings, lay there with your hands on and spend a few minutes dreaming amazing thoughts and feelings about the future that you desire, or you just get up, jump in the shower, and whilst you're in the shower, big smile on your face and feel the feelings of that which you desire. You could do that. You could be reprogramming yourself. You could be setting yourself up for an amazing day, or you could be doing that and finding out all this crap that is going on the planet. Also, without you seeing it, all the subliminal programming that's happening in the back of things, you're taking it all in, and that is exactly what they want. So instead of picking up your phone, affirm what it is that you desire and do it as though it is already done. For example, even if you have a reoccurring phrase that you use, but I am abundant, everything I touch is a success, I'm a magnet for divine prosperity, I attract incredible opportunities effortlessly, I am deeply loved, I am deeply supported by the universe, I am always safe, good, so much good. Michael, this is one for you. Every day I'm blessed with so much good that comes my way. Every day I'm reminded that the universe bestows upon me the most incredible blessings. I love myself, I love my life. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your affirmations are always in present tense, and you always want to make sure that they're activating feelings within you, because the words alone are not powerful enough. But you also have to remember that if you allow doubt, fear, or old conditioning to dominate these moments, then what are you going to attract? Same old, same old. You are the point of attraction at all times. At all times, in every moment of every day, you are the point of attraction. So if you're a magnet and you're always a point of attraction, you want to be careful about what it is that you're radiating. So, because what are you pulling in towards you? You are always the point of attraction. If you fall back into old scarcity habits, lack habits, then you're going to keep attracting based on those same old patterns and programs. But when you consciously feed your mind new commands, you begin to shift your energy and you literally begin to shift your reality. So what I would love to do is to put you through a beautiful, let's call it a little bit of a hypnotic type meditation. So I want you to make yourself nice and comfortable. Gently closing your eyes. Take a moment to get yourself all comfy and ready. Laying down or sitting up, it's entirely up to you. Please do not close your eyes if you're driving. I shouldn't need to say that. But give yourself an opportunity to step away from the noise of the world and instead step into magic, to step into infinite power, a power of your own creation. That's right. So finding a quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Making yourself nice and comfortable, eyes closed, and take a slow, deep breath in. And exhale. And again, a deep breath in. And exhale, just a little longer than the inhale, just letting yourself and your body know that you're safe. It's safe to be here. It's safe to be still. And again, another deep breath in. And exhale, releasing any tension, any weight, anything that no longer serves you. That's right. Continue breathing deeply, rhythmically. And with each and every breath, allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper into relaxation. Deeper and deeper into stillness. Deeper and deeper into your own power. That's right. And now I'd like you to bring your awareness to the top of your head and imagining a beautiful, warm, divine light gently resting there. It's so soft, it's so radiant, and so deeply healing. And with every inhale, this beautiful divine light begins to move downward, cascading over your forehead, melting away any tension, soothing your temples, relaxing your jaw, your face becoming so soft, at ease and so peaceful. That's right. And the light continues to flow down over your neck, releasing any tightness as it goes down through your shoulders, dissolving all the weight that you've been carrying. That's right. And you may feel a sense of warmth, a lightness spreading through your entire body as this divine light moves effortlessly down your spine, your chest, your arms, your hands. And with every breath, there you are, sinking deeper and deeper into a state of beautiful, effortless relaxation. So relaxed. That's right. This beautiful divine light moves its way down through your stomach, your hips, and flowing down your legs, over the knees, down your ankles, and finally to the soles of your feet. Bathe in this light, feel this light. Allow yourself to become completely relaxed, completely at peace, bathing in this beautiful divine energy. That's right. Deeper and deeper relax. The deeper you go, the deeper you want to go. And the deeper you want to go, the deeper you go now. That's right. That's right. And now, as you breathe deeply and gently, I want you to become aware of a beautiful doorway just there in front of you. This doorway is a doorway to your future. The doorway to the reality where everything that you desire already exists because you've put your order in perhaps many times. And as you stand before this doorway, I want you to notice its presence. Look at it. Is it grand? Is it simple? Is it glowing? Feel its energies. Notice all the things on this magnificent doorway. It's inviting you forward. You reach out and gently push the door open. And as you step through, you are instantly transported into a world where your desires are already yours. Look around. What do you see? Who is with you? What are you doing? Feel the environment around you, all the details, all the colors, all the sounds. Everything is so vivid, it's so real. And now, go deeper again. How does it truly feel to have everything that you have been asking for? How does it feel to have everything? How does it feel to wake up in this life every single day? Breathe life into it. Feel the joy. Feel the relief. Feel the excitement. Feel the gratitude. So much gratitude. This is your life. Look at it. Everything that you desire, it's here, it's real. Feel the feelings. So much gratitude. This is your life. This is not a dream. This is not a hope. This is simply a reality waiting for you to align with it. That's right. Feel the feelings. So much to be grateful for. And now repeat after me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how. I don't need to know how or when. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Feel those words expand in your heart. Let them vibrate through every cell of your being. Let them radiate through your body like waves of golden energy. You, Divine One, you are receiving. You are aligning. You are becoming. This reality is yours. Not someday, not far away, but here, now. It is now. Hold this feeling, let it integrate, let it become a part of you now. That's right. And now it's time to gently return. But Divine One, you do not return as the same person. You return as the version of you who knows, who trusts, and who is already aligned. Feel yourself stepping back through the doorway, bringing with you this new energy. Bringing back with you this knowing that everything is already in motion. That's right. And slowly, ever so slowly, becoming aware of your breath, the rise and fall of your chest, the support beneath you, the space around you. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, taking a deep cleansing breath in. And as you exhale, feel yourself fully returning to this moment. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes, carrying with you the certainty, carrying with you the joy and the absolute knowing that what you seek is already on its way to you because it's law. You're not here to beg for scraps from the universe. You are the universe creating itself. Your desires are already yours. Your only job is to simply align with them, to trust, to remove the blocks that are standing in your way. And I promise you, each and every one of you, that when you do that, what you seek will find you because it is wanting you to. It will find you faster than you've ever imagined. Your time is now. The only moment that exists is now. So hold the feelings now and know that it's this moment that creates the next moment. I'm going to leave it there. Much love to each and every one of you. I wish for you the most amazing evening, and I will look forward to seeing you here at the same time in a couple of weeks. Much love to you all. Good night.